from ABC News, live in Times Square. This is Good Morning America with Robin Roberts and George Stephanopoulos.
For joining us. We do want to kick off our heat index, however, with a very candid confession from singer Michael Bublé. He says that when his son Noah was born just a few weeks ago, it wasn't love at first sight. ABC's Juju Chang has more.
I just haven't met you yet.
Singer Michael Bublé is famous for his emotional depth while belting out love songs like Haven't Met You Yet. So it was all the more surprising when the Canadian crooner admitted it wasn't love at first sight when he laid eyes on his new baby, who was born just 2 weeks ago.
I didn't have that overwhelming feeling of love.
Bublé told CTV's talk show The Social that meeting his newborn son Noah for the first time wasn't what he'd expected.
I heard all of these stories about how this moment was life-changing and that when you saw him, everything was... but it wasn't like that for me. It was like meeting a stranger.
Some may find it shocking, but psychiatrists we spoke with say that Bublé's feelings are more common than people might think.
I think many men, when they see this baby, are really hit by the reality of the responsibility. And oh my goodness, how am I going to do it? That's not 100% wonderful experience.
And those feelings of ambivalence aren't limited to new dads. New mom Tamar Braxton recently admitted to ABC's Abby Boudreau she struggled with bonding with her baby.
You said you didn't immediately fall in love.
I didn't. I loved him, you know, but I wasn't like, oh gosh, yes, my baby, ooh, you know, it wasn't that. It was more like, what do I do now?
So is it shocking or just refreshingly honest? Parents we spoke with on the street had divided opinions.
I think I was excited the first time I saw the sonogram. It was really when it hit me.
So it was love at first sight at the sonogram?
Absolutely.
Most men cannot really relate with their babies until they can start verbally speaking.
Is it fake to say, oh, love at first sight, I fell in love at first glimpse?
No, I'm sure that most men say they are in love all the time without actually meaning it. So why should it be any different when it's a baby?
For Good Morning America, Juju Chang, ABC News, New York.
Okay, a guy said that. A guy said that. No one else. He said it.
Here to discuss perhaps the troubles men have with bonding. Rich Besser back with us. And Rich, you and I were talking about this. I really feel like this is more perhaps a function of where we are in society at this point, where we're willing to discuss this more. We're willing to be more open with the idea that it might be love, but it also is incredibly overwhelming.
Yeah, you know, I think it's wonderful. Michael Bublé's given guys an opportunity to talk about this, because you think when you have this baby that magically, immediately, you're all going to have this connection, and it doesn't always work that way. For some parents, dads, it can take days, months. Sometimes it's not until your kid's playing Little League where all of a sudden it's like, wow, I would walk through fire for this child.
I will say, for me, I fed her for the first time. Those first 40 minutes, I mean, now they're the first 40 minutes to feed her for the first time. I think there's also this idea of traditional gender roles, and perhaps those walls are being broken down as well.
Yeah, you know, in my practice, I'm a pediatrician, I see dads, and there's incredible guilt and shame if you don't have that feeling right away. But it is that one-on-one time, that time when you're feeding. And for guys, it's often like, what role do I have? You know, she carried this baby for 9 months. She's doing the feeding. What could I possibly do? I'm going to do everything wrong.
What are some suggestions you have if a father's having a difficult time bonding?
I think mom needs to give dad some room to do his own thing. So one-on-one time. The night feed is a wonderful thing to do, because there you are with this baby. You're holding. You've got that closeness. You're doing mom a good thing. But it's also you're learning to interact in your own way. Dads and moms don't hold their babies, don't cuddle in exact same way. And it's not that one's right, but you need that space to develop it. And if you take that time, you're gonna develop that bond.
And it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're talking about it. You know, there are probably a lot of people who feel this way, but they don't say anything.
They're afraid to talk about it.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.